everybody. Welcome to our channel. Welcome to On the Couch with Angie and Glo. It's good to see you today. Hey, Angie.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing today?
It's Thursday. Oh, but guess what? I didn't tell you.
What?
Austin's son, Evan,
Yes.
and his wife are in the hospital having the first granddaughter.
Oh,
Right now.
You have a granddaughter.
Yes,
Oh, my
I live
gosh.
in Florida, which is 10 hours away, far enough. But he's in the military, and they're getting ready to move to California, to Monterey.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Well, here's the thing. You've not had a girl. You had a boy. You have a grandson. This is going to be one spoiled little girl.
She went into labor this morning. On my lunch break today, I went to Collier's and bought a bracelet for her.
Yep. She's going to be a happy little grandbaby.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
All right.
So we're excited.
Good. Congratulations on that. And tell Austin I said that too. So what we're going to talk about today, Angie?
Wrinkles.
Wrinkles.
Makeup.
I know all about the wrinkles.
Covering the wrinkles up. I don't know how.
I'm with you.
We've talked about this. You and I have talked about this.
Yes.
So we're over 50. Our skin is aging.
Yes.
We're aging.
Yes.
I don't mind to get old. It's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
I'd rather get old than not get old.
That's right.
I could do it a little more gracefully.
Yes.
You know, if I'm gonna be chunky,
yeah,
then I at least want to have smooth skin.
Yeah, exactly. Why doesn't the fat fill the skin out? I just can't understand that. You know.
So I want our viewers, if you're watching and you're over 50 and you've got some wrinkles, tell us what kind of makeup you use.
Yeah, what works for you?
We don't want it to look caked on. I don't want it to look like I'm trying to cover up a bunch of wrinkles and then by 12 o'clock there's just all these deep craters in my face.
Yes.
You know, and so what do you use? And are you still wearing black eyeliner over 50?
I do.
I do. That's all I wear is the black eyeliner. And I feel like I'm still doing 80s makeup.
Yeah.
I try. I've watched all of the TikToks and the YouTube videos that people put makeup on. And I've tried it and I look like a clown. Do you remember that show, Drew Carey, what was the lady?
Oh, yes. She had the blue.
Yes, I look like her.
Yes, I know what you're talking about. Yes.
And then we were talking about this stuff earlier.
Yes.
And
you said mine is the turkey, right?
Yeah, you said you hated yours. And I said, but you just got a little, and she does. Look. I mean, she just got a little turkey waddle. But I told him, I said, I've got the whole family of turkeys under here. I don't have just the little goozle waddle thing. I've got the whole family living under there.
But what do you do for this?
I don't know.
Because I have tried creams. I've tried, okay, like castor oil. They say castor oil, cold pressed castor oil is like really, really good. I have been using cold pressed castor oil on my face for a year now. I ain't seen it.
Your skin is beautiful.
No, it is not.
I do all those things. You know, it says to bleed your whatever they are. I don't even know.
Yes.
And so you're supposed to do stuff like this and come up to your thing. And I do that all the time, and it just leaves me with red streaks.
Yes. Yeah.
And I do the makeup, and I try to do the contour. And you could do it. If you did that contour where you put the darker right here and then blend, I think that would make yours look better.
See, but I don't have the vision for the contour. I've tried.
I
mean, because then they blend. Because, like, to me, mine just looks like a streak. Whereas when the girls do it, it looks, shaded.
And I can't do that. When I do it, because I've got all of this, it just looks like makeup and then brown crayon from here down.
Me too.
So I don't know how to do it.
Me either.
And then you're supposed to put contour and blush and highlighter, and I don't know how to do it.
And honestly, I don't want to work that hard.
No, me either.
I really don't. I'm tired of working hard to change it or to make it better. Even it's like dressing. Whenever you're trying to dress to flatter yourself, I'm tired of trying to work hard to cover up something that I can't cover up anyway.
Right.
You almost get to the point. What's the point?
Yeah, me too. I'm that. Our bodies are so. You and I are so different. You're tall. I'm short. I am the kindergarten drawing of a little circle for the head, and then you draw another circle that's connected to that for the body, and then the stick arms and legs, because I don't have any legs.
And I'm just big all over.
You are.
I am. I'm big all over.
You're very proportionate, though. We're both big girls. you're more proportionate, so you look better.
See, I think you look better. I think, well, like when you wear stuff, I think it looks better that you look put together to me. And
I think we've learned how to dress our bodies. I can't wear things that cut up under my boobs because I'm going to look pregnant because my belly's going to stick out.
right.
Um,
I don't feel it.
it's hard. It's hard to dress.
It is. It is. And what I find is just like this. You see, this is falling off. Okay. I'm not trying to show you shoulder. I can't help it. But if I fit the bottom, the belly to make it where it's not so tight, then this is constantly falling. Or I'm in church and my
Yes.
boobs are hanging out.
Right.
I mean, because to get it to fit
Yeah.
here, it's not going to fit here, and that's aggravating.
It
It's
is.
so aggravating, and you feel self conscious, and all you can think about is trying to fix it, trying to fix it
all the time.
all the time. It is. So what did you buy? What did you buy?
So I'm not really sure. It's a firm lift neck cream. Firm lift neck cream. I bought it off a TikTok shop. It's YCZ, and it's supposed to be really easy. And you want me to do it?
Yeah,
You
go
want me to
ahead.
do it on
Yeah,
here?
try it out.
Okay, I've not used it yet. I promise I haven't. So you're just supposed to squeeze some out and put it here. Don't let me make a fool of myself. And then just keep smushing it, not smushing. What am I doing, Gloria?
Yeah, you got it. Is it
So-
coming out?
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
I did it first, and then you just take these things and just kind of roll around, and it's supposed to help get rid of this crepey.
I have the crepey too,
My
especially right
my
there in
mama many years ago. Is that all blended in?
here. Yeah.
Okay,
Let
so
me
that's
have
the
some.
first time I used it. I'm gonna use it every day. I bet it'll work better on you because you just got the little bit of loose skin, and I got the. Yours is just loose. Mine's thick, fat skin under
See,
there.
the thing is, the only thing I've been blessed with of being small. And when I was younger, my neck was really I almost had a giraffe neck, honestly. When I was younger, because it was so thin, pencil thin, I've been able. That's a smaller part on me
It
is
is.
because of course you get fatter and you look like you don't have much of a neck. So now I look like I have an average neck because my neck was like almost giraffe like. So that kind of
Yeah.
yeah.
I want a neck. I would like your neck. I would be happy with your neck.
You're crazy. You're crazy.
Just a neck. I feel like just that drawing of the little circle with the big circle.
See, you don't see what I see. You don't see it how I see it. I look at you like when I see you put on a dress, and then your legs are so pretty, and then you don't look. You look just like it looks like it fits you perfectly.
But you know what? I've learned how to stand, and I look smaller from behind and from face on. But if I turn sideways, I am this wide. So any picture of you see of me, I don't do where everybody's in a group and everybody's turned sideways.
Yes.
I'm face on. I'm face on, and I'm gonna put my hands right here and kind of smush it in to look like I have a waist when I don't have a waist. And then you see the bird legs. So it looks like I have a different shape than I really do.
Well, I think that's pretty smart that you know how to stand. I need to learn how to stand, I reckon. But there again, we have to work 10 times harder than everybody else. And I know people say, well, then stop eating, stop being a fatty. No, you don't understand.
Right.
You don't get it. And so just keep scrolling. Go away.
I don't have a big appetite. I don't eat a lot. I really don't. Had thyroid issues. It packed it on. That's another story for another day. Now, some days I do eat more than I should, but most days I don't.
Yes.
And it's just discouraging. But my husband loves me. You love me.
That's
my
right.
family.
That's
my
right. Everybody loves
my
you.
grandbaby thinks I'm
Honey,
the best thing since sliced bread.
Because you are. That's right.
Aww.
Yes, it's so true. It's so true. And that's true. And and I think in our world we live in now. I mean, it's always been, people that were large have always been discriminated against, in my opinion. And people say, discriminated? Yeah. I mean, there are times I know that you could walk into an interview and they'll judge you immediately
Absolutely.
to think you're lazy,
Mhm.
you can't do the work, you can't hold out. When I know for a fact I can outwork a lot of people who are half my size.
Right. Right.
Physically I can. But anyway,
Yeah, our size has not stopped us
it has not.
because we like to go and we like to do, and we,
That's
with the
right.
grandson, I'm up and down and
All the
running,
yes.
and I mean, we're not lazy.
No, we're not lazy, but that is the perception that big people have, and I'm sure there are lazy fat people, but honey, there are a lot of lazy skinny people too.
That's
So
right.
it comes in every shape and
That's
form.
right. That's right.
But yeah, and so you get kind of down on yourself, and you're like always working to try to or make excuses so people can understand. Well, this and this and this. But I don't know. Sometimes I think the older you get, the better it is just not to care
Yeah.
anymore. But I don't care most of the time. But then every now and again, like when we go somewhere, like if we have to go to a gathering of some sort, and I feel like I always assess it. I'm like, well, I'm the fattest person in the room
Me too. I
again.
do it too.
You know,
We're going to a wedding Saturday, and I'm already dreading it because I'm like, I'm going to be the biggest one there. I know I
I
am.
hate it. I hate it.
And my husband's tall and
It
skinny.
just, it just, and he lost a lot of weight too.
He did. He
Yes.
did. But even before that, I said, people look at us and that old nursery rhyme from a long time ago. Jack Sprat could eat no fat, and his wife could eat no lean. That's me in Austin. Is it true?
Oh, no, it's not. It's not. But it is very aggravating. Very aggravating. Okay, so I wanted to this was a story in I think it was Summerville, South Carolina. I know it was South Carolina. Of this man, things that Southerners do. Okay. And I thought it was funny, even though it was sad. It is bad. There was a party they were having. You know how they people like to get together in the South, and I don't know why, but I mean maybe Yankees do this too, but Southerners do love some fireworks.
Yes, we do.
I'm telling you that. I mean, you let it be. They don't need a reason, but if they have one, like July 4th, it's not just July 4th. They do it the whole week
That's right. That's
of
right.
July 4th.
Yeah.
You will hear stuff popping off. And but this man decided that he was going to get some of the fireworks and put them on top of his head. And then he lit the fireworks uh, on fire. He put them on fire and he killed himself. Not meaning to, but he ended up passing away. And I mean, you gotta wonder what was going through. Somehow, I just feel like if we were there, I can envision he had a Budweiser can in his hand.
Sure.
I mean, like he had Budweiser and a wife beater.
Yes.
This is the Southerner that I'm envisioning.
He put the fireworks on his head.
On his head, lit them up. I guess, hey, look at me. Yeah, that was the last thing I think he said. And so I was thinking, like, what would it say on his headstone? An epitaph that would be on his headstone. Like, kind of like, um, he lit up a room. I don't know. Tom lies here. No hot head no more.
He was a hottie, wasn't
He was a hottie.
He was a hottie.
He was a hottie.
Well, that reminds me of a story that I heard when I was in high school. So where on 501 where Waccamaw Pottery is.
Yes.
And Waccamaw Pottery is on the right, and across the road there's some other buildings, but right past that there's a bridge, a big bridge, and it's always stuck straight
Yes,
in the
it
air.
is. Uh-huh.
Well, they said that this man left one of the bars that was down there, and he said he wanted everybody to remember him, and he was going to climb up that bridge, and they said he did.
Oh, gosh.
And he fell off, fell to his death.
Oh, my Lord.
And, but he got his wish because everybody remembers him when they ride by that bridge.
Remember that man, he climbed up there.
I talk about it every time I pass it. I tell it. I tell that story.
He is now in history. He's in South Carolina history.
He's beside the island.
Yeah, they're gonna put one of those signs and name the bridge after him.
They should.
They should. That would be it.
Yes.
Yes. Have little, like every year it'll be like little flags up on the bridge. I mean, in remembrance of. Yeah. In the South we are crazy now. We're good people. There are a lot of good people in the South, and I think I just even watching TikTok and say people are always like, everyone's so friendly here.
Mhm.
But then I also hear Yankees say, "Well, y'all are fake because you say things in a roundabout way instead of being direct." But I think that's just being kind. Like
I think you're
I
right
do.
because I do that,
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
but I'm saying it in a way that is a little more easy to your ears to hear than
Exactly.
if I just said what I really was thinking.
Exactly. It's called putting a little sugar on it.
Putting a little sugar
On it.
That's
And
right.
there's nothing wrong with putting a little
No.
sugar on it. Um, it helps people digest it.
Oh, that's good.
That's it. That was good. I like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, help them digest it. And I think Southerners are experts at it. Now, there is a level of redneck that cannot put sugar on it. They can't do it.
I think I'm 50-50.
You
I think
think you?
yes, I can get redneck real quick.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
I can get redneck real
Okay.
quick.
Well, we all, if you're from the South, I don't care who you are, you're going to have a little bit of redneck in
Yeah.
you. You're going to. Yeah. What's the most redneck thing you've ever done?
Oh my gosh, we don't have time for all that. I'll make a list for next time. I'll make a list for next
Well,
time.
now, at the lake, we jumped off, there was a bridge, big creek, and there's alligators that are in this creek. I'm telling you, like, you literally can see the alligators. Why we did this stuff, I don't know. But we would go and jump off that bridge, and it didn't matter if it was pitch black dark in the day. We would death wish, I don't know, but we would do that. I remember doing that.
And I'm a little scared of that.
Mm-hmm.
But when you lived at Lake Waccamaw,
Uh-huh.
and I'd go to your house and we'd go out in the lake,
Yes.
you were so calm and relaxed, and you just lay on your float, and enjoy the sunshine. You'd get off and get wet, and cool off, and because you like the water.
Yes,
you
I
didn't
love
get on
the
the
water.
float a lot. You
Yes.
were in the water most of the time. But I was so scared that I was going to step on an alligator that I couldn't enjoy myself.
Yes, yes.
But you weren't scared a bit of them.
Well, of course, it's like anything else. You get desensitized, which is kind of scary because that's usually when something happens because you think it can't happen to you. But now I will say at Lake Waccamaw, and I truly believe this, there are way more alligators. I myself am scared to get in the lake now.
Are you really?
Yes, because if you go down there and look, you will see the numbers have tripled with the amount of alligators. Used to, you would look in the canal and you would see one, maybe every 100 feet.
Yeah.
Now there are just groves of them, and in every
You're
area.
right. You're right. And I told Austin I couldn't wait for it to warm up for them to come out in the sun,
So
I could ride Scout down there and let him see them.
Get your
and
golf
I've
cart.
thought of the most redneck thing I've ever done.
What?
Family reunion.
What did you? What?
We're just a bunch of rednecks.
Are you? So
Family reunions are redneck.
Do you buy the shirts? Does everybody have a shirt? Are you to that? Because that's another level when you can buy the shirts.
We hadn't gotten there yet.
You hadn't got that. Okay. All right. I'm trying to think of what the most redneck thing I have ever done. I don't know. I'm sure there's some things, and I'm sure there's probably somebody that's going to watch this that can say, "Oh, I remember
We
when."
probably don't think it's redneck though.
That's probably what it is. That's why I can't think of it because I'm thinking, nah, I didn't, But now I'll tell you, if you want to see some redneck stuff, and I know everybody always says it, go to Walmart, but it's the truth.
It is the truth.
It is the truth. I saw a woman that her tail was like probably 3 times the size of mine. And I mean, it was wide and it stuck out. And she had on uh, shorts that literally cut up her cheeks. And that was bad. That was rough. But she was leaned over that cart, that buggy, and had her butt popped up in there. And she walked that store with that. And I'm like,
it makes me jealous.
Yeah, I'm like, why? Why?
And that's probably why I have a flat butt and I'm a chunky girl, because I probably would wear me some booty shorts.
Would you be a booty short wearer?
Probably,
yes.
If I could.
I've always wanted a voluptuous tail.
Yeah, me too. I don't have one.
I don't have one either. I have a wide tail, and I have a tail at the end, like my cheeks at the bottom.
Yeah.
There's like little, just a little. That's it.
Have those. I go from back to legs.
See, well, I'm almost there because now my daddy and all his sisters were shaped. They were broad up top, at small hips, and flat tail. and little legs. That's their shape. And my mama has a wide tail, but hers is voluptuous. I mean, it's like a you know.
Yeah.
And so I think they married each other, and I got the width, and then I just held on to a little bit. It's almost like you could put my cheeks right in the palm of your hand, just like that right there, just teardrops maybe. I don't know, you know.
So let me tell you about my honey.
Sorry.
It's tiny. My tiny honey.
My honey's tiny.
But my belly's not. So, I mean, I got married for the second time. Last September was a year ago.
Yeah.
Well, so you want to wear some cute little underwear and stuff like that. But remember how I said my body's shaped? It's that circle with the stick legs.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the what do you call those people? Stick people.
Stick people, yeah.
Yeah. It's got that round body and the little stick legs. So I have to. You just get married. You want to wear some cute undies and that kind of thing. But I put them on, and to get them to fit my belly, then my legs stick out of them, so it looks like
around
this.
Your legs.
Yeah, I look like that baby Huey with the saggy diaper. So I can't even look sexy for my new husband. It's the truth.
Really, it's a skirt, you know. They're scannies. You know, panties and skirts. Maybe we could invent that. Scannies.
Oh,
yeah, it'll be the rage. And see, then they're open at the bottom, so it's easy.
There's no telling what
Angie Scannies. I like it.
I tell all my business.
That's okay. It's all right. At least you are who you say you are.
Right,
and I like that.
You'll never have to wonder.
And I love that. I love it. I think it's great. And, you know, I like people who are consistent. They're consistent buttholes, or they're consistent nice. Because when I meet them, I'm like, they're going to be a butthole because they always are.
So you're prepared.
You're prepared, you know. But these people who are yin and yang, and you never know what you're going to get. They may speak to you today. They may not speak to you tomorrow. I can't deal with that. It just gets my nerves up, you know, because I'm like, what am I walking into?
That's right.
You know.
That's right.
But I like that. That's why, I mean, I'm drawn to you because I know what I'm going to get.
we always have fun together.
Yes, we do.
Austin and I were watching the video from last week before I came over.
Yes.
And and I'll tell you one thing that he said.
Okay.
He said that it got to the part in the story last week where we were talking about the TV and how I didn't have to clean the dresser off. And he said that he and Brett, your husband, need to have their own own YouTube channel where they can talk about the truth behind
their truth, I'm sure.
On the couch.
Angie
Glo. Yeah.
What the true thing is, yes. Even though they would have a hard time because they couldn't hear each other.
No, they couldn't. No, they couldn't. And also said, you need to talk to Brett about doing something with the microphones because I can't hear. But I said, you can't hear anyway. If he does fix them, you're not going to hear what he says.
It's just, you know, just forget about it.
And that went way off topic. But I said that to say we were talking about it, and I said, if nobody else has fun or thinks we're funny, we
think we're funny.
We always laugh and have a good time.
Don't you love it? Like when you crack a joke and you find yourself so hilarious that you keep laughing about it, like even hours later, you're like, God, that was good. That was good material right there. I was really good at that. Yes. I love it. I absolutely love it. Oh, yeah. That's good stuff. Good stuff. What else? What else we got today?
Don't you think it's funny that we were going to talk about makeup and we started talking about our butt and underwear?
Yes. But it's linked together. And scannies, we came up with a whole new word for the English language. I mean, I like that. This is an educational show right here. It really is.
But don't forget, put in your comments what makeup you use. That's really what I want to know. I need to know that.
Yes.
You know, and I'm not a makeup connoisseur. I shop at Ulta.
Yes, me too.
And get my makeup there. This is another thing. When I went to Ulta and I told her, I said, "What makeups do I need?" So she gave me some. I used them until they were gone, and then I didn't. But she didn't put powder on my face.
She did not.
No. She told me that I didn't need it.
Well, see,
And
I
I
know
needed
I
that.
wouldn't need it 'cause my skin's dry.
You don't use powder?
No, I can't use it.
You're an 80s girl. Did you use powder in the 80s?
Not a lot.
Really?
Oh, not a lot.
So this is my thing. And I know now, and I use setting spray now over my powder.
So you feel like you have to have that powder.
Yeah, when the lady on the side of Ulta where they help you pick your makeup out, it's the more expensive makeup.
Yes.
When she did my makeup and then she told me I did not need powder, I just after we were done.
You snuck up there.
I did. I just walked around. I went and looked at the hair products and stuff. And when I saw that she wasn't paying me any attention, I snuck over to the other side and got me some powder because I feel like I have to have it.
You have to have it.
I'm that 80s girl. I like black eyeliner, pink lipstick.
Yes.
You know.
Yeah, I love pink
powder.
lipstick. I love pink lipstick.
So she did my makeup. The next day was Sunday. We were going to church. So I did my makeup and I did put powder on. And I used just a setting spray.
Yeah.
But it was Sunday at church, and I'm a hugger. I am touchy-feely, and I'm gonna hug you.
Yes.
And I felt like I needed to hug everybody like this
because you felt like it was going to get on.
My makeup was going to get all over.
So.
But saying that, I'm like, well, even if there's powder on my
powder
face,
will get on.
It's going to get on there too.
Yeah, it is.
But I just feel like I need that powder.
Now, is your skin oily or is it dry?
This is oily.
Okay, right there. So naturally, why don't you just try putting the powder here? Because that's really the whole thing, isn't it, for powder? I mean, if you have setting spray.
Yeah.
I mean, but I know what you're saying. It makes you feel like you're naked without it.
Yeah, and I kind of feel greasy. I don't know. Maybe I'm just setting my ways. Maybe I've gotten to that age.
And that's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
And I feel like the thing about the black eyeliner, I get what people are saying. It can look very harsh. And I've seen it look harsh on people. But
you have dark eyes too, though.
I do. I have dark eyes. Both of us have olive color skin. And if I've tried using brown, and the darkest brown, I went darkest brown. I've tried using purple because they say purple looks really good on the dark. Okay. And I am telling you, it did not show up on my eyes at all. It looked like I had nothing on.
Yeah, me too.
You know? So what else am I supposed to do? Gray? That is a joke. Gray's the worst because I have a lot of gray tones to my skin.
I can't do gray.
It looks awful. And so what do you do?
I was looking at your makeup now. Your makeup looks good.
Well, thank you. I appreciate. I got that. What am I using? Is it called Il Maquillage?
Yeah.
Okay, I bought that, and it is a good foundation. It lasts really well. And I don't use powder. I use a Urban Decay setting spray.
I like Urban Decay.
Yeah.
And that was one that she told me to use because I was using e.l.f. stuff. Just because it was cheaper.
Yes.
And I thought, okay, well, let me try it. But she said that the e.l.f. products are good for younger people, but not older people because they have alcohol in them. And I didn't need the alcohol on my skin to dry it out. To wrinkle stuff up more.
That's exactly right. That is true. That is true. I will spend money.
I didn't need powder.
Because it does dry it out. See, and I've never been a big powder wearer, and I'm not saying I never wore it, especially because when I was younger, I was a lot more, my nose was a little more oily than, that was where I seemed to catch most of my oil. But now that I'm older, I'm dry as a bone.
Yeah.
I'm like a powder puff. I mean, it's bad. It's like dry scalp, dry face. And I have had, and it's better now that I don't eat carbs or eat very few carbs. But I am telling you, I have acne. I was having it so bad, and it I think hormones too, and it was on my skin. So my skin is scarred up, but not from when I was a teenager, but from my 40s to you know.
Really?
And when I tell you,
so you didn't have it when you were younger.
Not that on my back. I
didn't have it.
I had it on my back, but I didn't have face acne, but it was back acne. Acne. Yeah.
Back
acne. Yeah. It was that was what I had. Did you
like to match bumps? Couldn't get it out.
Yes.
You do?
I do.
I love to watch bump matching videos.
I like it. Like but you know what? If I mash his bumps, like if he ever has one, and I get to mash it, you're hurting me, you're hurting me, and I'm like, come on.
Don't you like to watch Dr. Pimple Popper?
I
Me too.
And when the stuff comes out, it's like a release.
Yeah.
And you're like, yeah. And like I've had boils. I went through a time where I was having boils.
I
And you remember that? And I get obsessed. And see, that's what would happen with these. Had nothing in them, but they felt like they did. They were just knots, and it was just clear. And so, but then I get obsessed with it, and I start pushing, and wanting something to come out.
Right.
Because you're like, nothing would come out. But you're like, if something would come out, then you just feel like I got that dirt out. You know?
Yeah.
I know. Yeah. I do like that. Now, I don't want to do it on strangers. I mean, I wouldn't
No,
want to
me
touch
either.
somebody's face and all
Neither.
that on strangers,
No,
but I'd
no.
have to love you to do it.
Yeah,
You
I
know?
wouldn't want to do it on
Yeah.
other people either.
But yeah, it's hard being older. There's a lot of things that happen, just like using the bathroom. Your bladder, it is
Bad.
it's bad. It is.
Don't get much sleep at night.
No, up down.
You have to hurry.
Yes.
You can't cough.
Yeah.
You
No.
can't sneeze.
You cannot. Laughing.
Have to cross my legs.
Yes. Yes.
All the time.
See, and then you've had a kid, so that stretched that
Right.
thing out.
Yeah.
It's rough. I'm telling you, men, I'm not saying men don't have it hard, because they have a hard time too with different things, medical. But women, I'm telling you, we have got it bad.
Yeah, we do.
I mean, because what do? I mean, I hate to say it, but I have to wear a pad.
All the time.
Yes, because I know what's going to happen.
Me too.
And explain why this happens to me. When I go to the bathroom and I pee, then I clean myself up, and I go to get up.
And you got to pee again?
Why?
It's crazy.
I empty, I think,
Uh-huh.
but then it leaks out some more.
Yeah.
I'm like,
I'm the same way. I'm the same way. I can use our guest bathroom at night before I go to bed. We could be watching TV, and I'll go in there and use the bathroom before I go to bed, and then walk down the hall to our bedroom and have to pee before I get in bed.
It makes no sense to me. I don't understand it. And we talked about this because this is just the funniest thing to me about you. Like, my bladder, I do believe is the size of a huge balloon, because I can hold a lot of urine in it. And when I pee, it's like a daggone horse. I mean, I just pees and pees and pees and pees. I mean, it's amazing. It's a gallon almost coming out, it feels like. And I never forget that we were somewhere and you were like, oh my God, I gotta pee, so bad.
I always have to pee.
Yes, and I was like, okay. So we went to the bathroom and I got in a stall and I was gonna use it, and you were, I mean, you had to pee so bad. And this is what you did. You said, psst. And then you were like, okay, I'm done. And I was like, how are you done? And you're like, I have a very small bladder.
I do. I was born with a really small bladder, so I can't hold a lot.
You can't hold a lot.
So I am terrible to go on a
road
vacation.
trip?
Yes, road trips terrible. Road trips are terrible. Pearl Jackson and I were going on road trips a lot there for a while, and we'd stop at a gas station or something, and she'd say, "You cannot have anything to drink,"
because she knew you would have to go immediately. Yes. I mean, when you said your bladder, it was, because I'm not kidding. It might have been a teaspoonful. I don't know. Like, that can't be healthy. That cannot be.
So
healthy.
I mean, when you go to the doctor and they need you to give them
Yes.
a urine sample, it's easy because I always have to pee, but sometimes I can't ever
It's
give them
not
enough.
enough.
Yeah.
They're like, can you drink a little more? You know, be like, oh, it's gonna be over time. You know, you'll have to pee a little bit, then wait, pee a little bit more.
When I was pregnant with Cody and had to have an ultrasound, and they made you drink all of that beforehand, and I was about to die, and I begged. I said, "Please, can I go?" And so the nurse said, "If you promise me, you'll just empty a little bit." But how do you empty just a little bit? When I got started, I finished, and so then I got back in on the table, and they were like, "Your bladder's empty." But
what do you do?
Well, they did the ultrasound with that thing that's about this long.
Oh.
And they did the vaginal ultrasound.
Oh, yeah. That's rough.
Yeah, I should have held it.
Yes.
I should have held it.
That doesn't feel good.
No, it didn't.
There again, the things women go through.
That's right.
It's rough, I'm telling you. I remember before I had kids, when I found out how they checked to see if you were dilated, I was mortified. I couldn't believe that is how they check to see if you're...
Fingers?
Yeah. I mean, I'm like, that's unreal.
And we dilate to 10.
That's crazy.
But you just think a baby's head's coming out of that, and then the baby's shoulders.
Yes. It's a miracle, really. It is.
That's why we have to pee all the time.
That's exactly right. That's why we wear pads.
That's right.
Yeah. Kids, love your mothers.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm telling you, we've gone through a lot for you. Yeah.
Yes, we have.
Yes, we have. Well, I guess we probably talked everything out today. I think I think we have.
It's
I
been a good time.
It has, and I hope that you will put some things in the comments. I hope you will tell us some things that you want us to talk about, and give us some inspiration on what to do with our makeup and how to deal with this aging skin. Products that you use that perhaps might help us out. Anything that you can tell us, we'll read it. We promise we'll read it.
Yes, we will.
Yes.
I want to know. I ask because I want to know. I'll try anything.
Sure. I mean, as long as it's not like $100 billion or anything.
Yeah.
Now, of course, if you want to give it to us for free, we'll take that too.
Right, we'll take it. We'll try it.
Yeah, we'll try for free. And what we'd really love for you to do is to go to YouTube and hit the like button, um, ring the little bell, hit the bell there to subscribe so you'll get notifications when we have new material out there, and share it with your friends. And we love you, and we hope that you have a wonderful week this week.
See you next time.
Bye.